Just some birds.
Sorry, oh, you're good.
Let me get the ruddy ducks again.
Off to the right.
Yeah. There's that whole feature. Hello.
Sorry.
Don't step back too many.
If you follow the fruit, like the group of yellow trees, the yellow tree on the right of the group, and go down.
This is a practice run for Saint Vincent College's birding team for participation in the World Series of Birding, held on the first Saturday of May in each year.
Never thought you'd be looking for birds this close in the bush.
Although we spent 12 hours in the field today and identified more than 60 species, we'll spend more than 20 hours on the day of the event, with a species total exceeding 110.
The World Series of Birding is a competition where teams from anywhere in the world have 24 hours to find as many bird species in a given area as they can. Some brackets get you the full state, some get you particular counties, but as a team you have 24 hours to find as many species as you can across every habitat, identifying them by sight, sound, whatever you can do to find as many as possible.
What the?
No way.
Oh, there's like 6 females
Oh my
and a
goodness.
male.
What is it? What the? Oh my goodness. Actually, there's another kind of duck in there too.
Look at them all.
Is that another blue-winged teal?
Before.
A mad 24-hour dash like crazy people around Cape May. But no, so it's just a big competition, 24 hours to see how many birds you can find, jumping around in a van, driving to different spots, with binoculars and everything, getting out and walking around, trying to see what you can find in all different environments like beaches, forests, like grass fields and farmers fields and swamps and urban areas. It's just a ton of terrain, and I that's all I can really say. It's just 24 hours to find what you can find, and it's a lot of fun, and it's very very quick paced. You don't spend longer in one spot than you need to, because you need to go to different spots to get your numbers up.
St. Vincent has fielded a team at the World Series of Birding every year since 2017. It is sponsored by New Jersey Audubon Society, and it normally takes place in Cape May, New Jersey, since that peninsula between the Chesapeake and Delaware Bays is a common resting place for birds during their annual spring migration. Our participation in the event started when Mr. Jim Wilson, St. Vincent class of 1970, encouraged Dr. Kellum of the St. Vincent Biology Department to start the team. Jim Wilson has been a financial backer ever since and has provided invaluable help in logistics, teaching bird identification, and helping our teams plan a competitive strategy to do well against the other teams. Like any competition, having a good strategy is essential. The team must determine what locations to visit, at what time of day, and under what tidal conditions, to net the most bird species during the 24-hour period. There are rules to follow, and one must not spend too much time searching for particular species, or else other species may be missed. The team had to remind Dr. Kellum of this one year after he made them search more than 45 minutes for a pileated woodpecker, a rarity at Cape May. They never found it.
My favorite experience would be once we were driving along a beach and we noticed some birds of prey out the window. So we stopped to get out, and amongst all the vultures there was one peregrine falcon, so it was a very worthwhile stop. And in opening the doors, we let about 100 or so, maybe 1,000 gnats into the car, and yeah, they were with us for the rest of the trip, so that was That was great. That was just awesome.
I detect some sarcasm there.
Just a touch.
Great, great.
Jesus!
Go some.
There are thousands of...
Run!
What do we even do? There's nothing we can do!
So from a couple years ago, it was getting dark. It was probably like 7 p.m. or so. We were around this like lake and swamp kind of area, and we hadn't gotten a woodcock yet, which is this kind of weird, like football with wings. It kind of looks like this bird. And we're just walking around down the road, and then all of a sudden, something just flies in front of us, and it looks exactly like that, a football with wings. And we're like, oh, what was that? We think it was a woodcock, but it didn't make any vocalizations. So we're walking around a little bit more, and finally we go back around to where we think it flew to, and then we hear it, its distinct eek call. And so that was a lot of fun. We all got excited over that we finally got the elusive woodcock that we were looking for.
In 2017, the team identified 96 species by sight or sound. The next year, our total increased to 111 species. It went up again in 2019 to a total of 116 species. In 2020, the pandemic forced closure of the Saint Vincent campus and students were sent home. Dr. Kellum organized a stay-at-home competition in which student pairs went birding separately near their homes on the same day so that everyone, though separated, could still put their hard-earned skills to the test, and through a team text message chat, share their sightings with one another throughout the day. 2 student pairs found more than 100 species that day. And when all student totals were put together, we found 155 unique species of birds. The pandemic has once again impacted the competition for 2021. Our team will be able to assemble together outdoors and participate in the event, but travel to New Jersey is not permitted by the organizers. Therefore, we have split our group into 3 separate St. Vincent teams, and we will compete against one another, as well as other non-St. Vincent teams that happen to be based in the state of Pennsylvania. Our team membership includes sophomores, juniors, and seniors from several different majors.
Yes, that's correct. Yes, that's correct. Yes, that's correct.
Identifying upwards of 200 species of birds is
Yes,
difficult to
that's
do
correct.
when much of spring semester takes place before migrating birds arrive to breed. For this reason, quiz software is used to help
Yes,
team
that's
members
correct.
recognize the identities of these species. Indoor study sessions are augmented by the weekly campus bird walks that take place in spring semester mornings,
Yes, that's correct.
starting around 7:30 in the morning. These are optional and not all team members take part, but for those that do, the regular birding opportunities in the field
Yes,
significantly
that's correct.
improve their skills. There are also 2 trial runs at Moraine State Park and Yellow Creek State
Yes,
Park
that's correct.
during the spring semester that the team members are asked to attend. These start at 6:30 in the morning and last more than 12 hours. They not only reinforce bird identification
that's
skills, but also solidify social relationships and help build team identity.
Yes, that's correct.
Every team is required to raise funds for a nonprofit organization related to conservation. To date, we've raised $1,942 to go towards Winnie Palmer Nature Reserve, Powder Mill Nature Reserve, Wildworks Incorporated, and Owl Moon Raptor Center. This year, in 2021, we are raising funds for Loyal Hannah Watershed Association. Friends and family are asked to give either an outright gift by cash or check, or more fun, pledge a certain amount per bird species found by the teams this year. Contact Dr. Kellum or any team member to see how you can donate.
The World Series of Birding has shown me that it is possible for anyone and everyone to contribute to the sciences in a way that is purely fun and enjoyable.
You get to really appreciate the wide variety of bird life just all around you that you wouldn't think about in your everyday life.
Well, it's definitely, I guess, taught me the importance of teamwork, because you're as a team, so you can't count anything that everyone else hasn't seen already. So you have to work at it as a team. You have to, you're going to be with these people for days on end. They're going to get on your nerves, but you have to learn how to deal with them and just, respect each other and just work through it and work as a team to get the job done without any of the other stuff. And I would say also, I appreciate, I guess, kind of conservation more. All these different birds and all the different areas they live, like the forests and the plains and the beaches and stuff, how all these different areas support all this different kind of life, and how it is really important to try to protect those areas, protect these creatures where they live, and strike a balance between the human habitat and these habitats, and keeping them all healthy.
Okay, listen up, everybody. We cannot rest on our laurels. We've got 50 species so far.
51.
51.
House sparrow.
House sparrow at Wawa. And it's 9:50 in the morning, so we're headed to Tarquin Pond, where we should see a pelican.
Mm-hmm.
No pelicans there.
Just a dodo.
We saw wood ducks there the other day, and we had cuckoo. I think we had a cuckoo. Yeah. So that's where we're going. Stay alert.
Signing off.